So before we, the preliminary for the retreat, there are a few things to do. Like when you begin the deity's retreat, so something like that. So before that, the motivation at the very beginning, before we begin these things. So it'll be good to do the oral transmission, or just go over the very powerful teaching of the impermanence composed by Papanga, which had the title "The Heart Spoon," but I think that is not quite exact translation. It sounds like that, but it's not. Something that is something that goes really inside the heart, teaching that really goes very inside the heart. So I think that's something that the impermanence teachings that really goes very inside the heart. Those were most effective things. So yeah, I didn't bring the text as well, so I just remembered just now.
Actually, I have the text. I have the text in English.
Oh, okay, you get it. No, yeah, I think, idealistically, that might be good. An idea. But also, I think you did meditation on impermanence before, I think. So, however, I think so like this. This is the motivation that I normally explain. That when we begin the day, and then to generate motivation, like determination like this for practice, how one will live the life. So I explain this way in the first thing in the morning, the motivation to generate how one is going to dedicate one's life. You see, live life. Yeah, then think that Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, who said after achieving enlightenment, to reveal Dharma to uncountable number of sentient beings, various levels, sentient beings has various levels of mind. Taught, shown the whole path to enlightenment. See, all these many hundreds of scriptures. Who enlightened numberless sentient beings. Who did incredible benefit. Then passed away, and they say in a sorrowless state. Then can't, that time can see, but now can't see any. You see, just you can see only relics. This relics of Buddha. So only relics you can see. Only the holy places where Buddha, only the holy places, where Buddha did 12 deeds. Those, see, only the stories left, you see, where Buddha did 12 deeds and those things. Like this. So, therefore, even Buddha happened like this. So, therefore, of course, myself, no question that I might die even today. So, use that. Take that as teaching to remind oneself impermanence that. Now, after that, then the six ornaments and two survivors. Sharipu, Mengalju, the two hard disciples, Sharipu, Mengalju, and those, Nagarjuna, Asanga, and the Chandrakirti, Paspam, and so forth. All this, who great scholar, highly attended, wrote those incredible teachings. The clarified the Buddha's teaching, the text and commentaries, and such as the 5 measures of the text, and then the Tantra, like that. Incredible benefit, did benefit for sentient beings, but now, now you cannot see demons today. Only what is left is story. Only what is left is name. The holy name is the text. The story. So therefore, no question for myself. See. That I might die today, or death can happen to me. See, even today. So for myself, no question that. Then also yogis, Narapatelagom, the Menata, Sara, many great yogis. And then also into Tibet, you see the Mapamela, the Satya Pandits and all the traditions, the Pemasambhava, the Ranjalajamba, and then also Lamatsungaba, all those, those from 4 traditions, many great, who complete path, so many great enlightenment happened, and gave so much teachings, you see, and benefit so many things. So now, say, so not living as only what you see is the the monasteries or caves, and the teachings, just the story, all that's left. And so of course, that they say, of course, then myself, of course, that can, of course, that can happen to me even today. No question. And then the present teachers. So we had. So there's in the past. So many of us we received teachings from His Holiness Ling Rinpoche, His Holiness Tijang Rinpoche, those great lamas, His Lama tutors, who hold complete the Buddha Dharma, who level teaching, mind and parameditation teaching, the Tangja teaching, who benefited so many numberless things. So that, so even as regards gurus from who want to receive teachings, already left in this world. Actually. So see, that aspect doesn't exist now, and you cannot see that aspect. So already left the holy body, see, and to new form reincarnated. See, so many of the virtuous friends. So you relate. I mean, if there are any virtuous friend passed away, you relate to that. You see. So then, anyone who, so those who receive teachings from His Holiness Rinpoche in the past, with that aspect, see, let everybody can see that aspect, and only the stories left, the teachings. So, and then, particularly Lama Shi, whose name is extremely difficult to express, counted in all the 3 times Buddhas. So Lama is, so in the past, giving teaching to so many students, that who bring within 1.5 hour, and then giving talk in the city that giving talk in the city on the course, meditation course, giving so much, giving incredible joy, so much happiness, bringing the spirit up, giving so much peace, giving so much happiness, and the faith in Dharma, in the Tibetan mind, Buddhism, in Buddha Dharma, within 1.5 hour, something like that, so much faith in Buddha Dharma, the very first beginning of the refuge in the people's heart. Then, from there, the faith to the Tibetan Lama, and then Sangha, faith to Buddha, from that, by having teachings in a short time from Lama, then very dynamic and then giving teaching according to the different people, fits to different people in the audience. All those different people, young and old, and educated, uneducated, all sorts of people who have problems. Everybody gets something within that 1 hour. Everybody gets something for them, what they need. and full of compassion, wisdom, joy. Humorous that and guide the students as like father, like their father, like our father. Not only giving teaching, not only guiding as a guru, but by giving teaching, but also advising, looking after, solving their problems. So like father. So even that. And then now see that aspect doesn't exist. So it's gone. You see. So only what you can see is the teachings in books. You see that what Lama taught, in the books. That you can say on that just one of the names left. Just name story. That people talk. You see. So like that. So therefore. No question myself. See, the death can happen even today to me. Or you can think, or where to meditate, you can say, I myself definitely can die today. You can make even decision like that. That's even better. Like that. So then you see, one's parents. Then she was family members. So then after that, after you see, remembering all those gurus who passed away. If you have any gurus passed away, then that use that to remind you how that one doesn't can die even today. You see that. What's that? So. And then once a family member, so then the family members, friends. So there are many friends. The family member. Then if any father, mother passed away, so remember them. Remember them. That you see. That you were with her, with the father or mother, or see, for see, so you remember the whole image of the whole thing, about those years you have been with him. So now they're gone from this world. Doesn't exist, So, and any family member passed away, then friends who died. So now you see, in these days there's AIDS, there's cancer, all these things. And then you see, anytime, you see, so many. Because of these sicknesses, those are this degenerate time. So many are dying. You see, many friends. Suddenly that one got cancer. Then after heard much of it, after cancer, then sooner later, then you see what the radiation or what's that other one? Chemotherapy or whatever, gone. It's gone. You see. There's nothing to meet now. So, like that, see, so many, it's always, I hear, so much. Because also, asking to pray. somebody got cancer, somebody got cancer, this, Then there's also 8 other sicknesses. So you see, so you find, suddenly you hear this, you never expect, suddenly that person, that friend or that family member, cancer. So then, when one hear cancer, so kind of that means person not dead yet, but it's kind of So that means on that journey, you see, of course, in reality, one who is in the hospital has cancer, AIDS. One who is in the hospital is dying. But even you're not in the hospital, even you are at home, you don't have cancer, AIDS. In reality, same, because you see, every second passes. So every second, like the watch, like this, like this, this is watch. So every second, there are only certain number of seconds from now on. You see, after that, so finishing so fast, running out, finishing so fast. There are only certain number of seconds, finishing so fast. So in reality, same, the common people don't call, say, dying, but in the reality, same, getting so fast to the dead, getting so fast to the dead, always, like, like you see, like criminal person who is going to be executed at a place, and then that person is in the car, taken by police, you see, taken to the place where we're going to be executed. So, taken by a car, so the car goes very fast, you see. So like that, so fast, you see, the death, reaching so fast, to be executed. So now exactly the same here, we're reaching so fast to the death. Then, death itself is not really, why you have to be afraid of, why you have to be afraid of death? Why are you afraid of death? You see, the main thing is because like myself, as the ordinary beings, we collected so much negative karma. So much negative karma. In one day, the attitude of our action, attitude of our daily life activities. You see, virtue, Dharma, which has become Dharma, unstained by ignorance or anger, attachment, self-cherishing thought. It's very rare, extremely rare. Our attitude in daily life is mostly attachment. Attachment, grasping, clinging to this life, pleasure. So, that is non-virtue. So, even we get up, when we get up for the pleasure of this life. With that attachment, and when we dress up, with that attachment, non-virtuous thought, grasping the pleasure of this life, and even when we wash, it's again with the attachment, clinging the comfort of this life, and it's non-virtuous thought. And when we go to work, when we eat, drink, again it's attachment, grasping, clinging to this life, happiness and comfort. We say pleasure. So it's non-virtuous. That non-virtuous thought. And then it's non-virtuous thought, the action. So the action becomes non-virtuous. So when we go to work, again the attitude is not to benefit for other sentient beings. Going to work for other sentient beings. Seeking happiness for other sentient beings. Not seeking happiness for oneself, but seeking happiness for others. Then going to work is not, so that's extremely rare. So that's like myself, so ordinary beings, but extremely rare. That always to have that thought, before the working, during the job. That's very, So only the attachment, seeking happiness for ourselves. So with that non-virtuous motivation, we go to work, and during the work, during all the many hours hard work, only that motivation. So many hours of hard work. So everything becomes non-virtue, and then same. Eat lunch, eat dinner, go to sleep. However, we do business or whatever other activity. So done with that motivation. The attachment, seeking happiness for ourselves, the grasping this life, grasping this life happiness. So all the whatever, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, whatever activity we do, all become non-virtue. So like that, and then even we try to do some virtuous action, Dharma, try and practice Dharma, and then even those become, done with the attachment, clinging to this life, done for the happiness of this life. Like that, then did not become even the meditation did not become Dharma, did not become Dharma. Even the actual meditating did not become Dharma. So that become non-virtue, did not become Dharma. So that even action meditating or reciting prayer. So you see, so that's talking just one day. And then there are other, negative karmas, the killing or stealing or the sexual misconduct or telling a lie or the gossiping or this from the 10 non-virtuous actions. There are many we engage the slandering or the speaking words which hurt others, and then ill will, covetousness or heresy or these things. So there are many, and these 10, there are many non-virtuous actions from these 10. So then we see commit. So so even though one studied Lamrim, even though one heard Lojong's many unbelievable teachings, nothing special teaching to hear, more than this, Lojong's and the incredible unbelievable, techniques or the meditation technique or teachings. Lamrim teachings received many times, and those incredible teachings, unbelievable teachings. Buddha, the Lamrim, transform the mind, also bring the mind, pacifying the delusions. Then also philosophical, very clear, the extensive philosophical teachings. But however, in the daily life, daily life very difficult to practice, and so even when say that. Is he unable to do practice, keep the mind in virtue in the renunciation, guru devotion, renunciation, bodhicitta, right view, this, even just the lamrim without talking about tantra. So if we're unable to keep in the lamrim, then means all a non-virtue. The mind, the attitude of daily life become all a non-virtue. So even we go shopping, then how many shopping we do, everything we buy is all done with comfort. It's all done with the so the attachment to get, making determination to get that object, for one's own happiness, this life happiness. So not just one's own happiness, but this life. So. The attachment to cling to this life. So anything that we do shopping, then determined to get it, the object of desire. So all the shoppings, every single shoppings become the covetousness that you see, the buying things you see. So this is an example. This is an example. So so with the attachment, cling to this life happiness. So anything shopping we do, determined to get it. So then that's completed. So the non-virtue, from 10 non-virtues, non-virtues covetousness. So just that, so many. So from 10 non-virtues. So every single thing that's done with this attitude, that. So like that. So because the mind is not living in the renunciation, not living in the renunciation, not in the mindfulness of impermanence, that you see. So then the attachment rises, then become that's how become covetousness. They need to come out the mind. So. Even though intellectually one knows all those, can explain well, study well, but you see, even so doesn't mean able to practice. So in the daily life, so like this. So once, if you're not practicing, then if you're not keeping your mind, if you're not practicing mindfulness and keeping the mind in the lamrim, then this is what happens. Whatever you do is all need karma. Cause of the Lord. So this heavy suffering. So like this, that heavy suffering of the Lord, where human beings' problems, human beings' suffering is a great pleasure. Human beings' suffering is a great pleasure compared to the Lord realm suffering. Compared to the hell realm suffering, hot and cold, and neighborhood sufferings. That you see, all the human being problems, that's incredible pleasure compared to the hell realm suffering. See, even the very small one. So the human being, how much suffering there is like liberation. In the human being, in the human realm, how much suffering there is. If you compare the hell realm, this is like having achieved liberation, It's like it is incredible, unbelievable pleasure, If you compare, it's nothing. It's a great pleasure. How much the heaviest problem there in the human realm, in the human life. You see, if you compare if you think of the hell realm suffering, Lord realm suffering, hunger, ghost, and then particular hell. So like that. So how much heavy suffering there is in him is nothing. It's a great pleasure. Like all the energy of the fire in the human realm. You see how hot it is. If you compare one tiny fire spark of the hell realm, how hot it is. If you compare to that, all the energy of the human realm fire, it's a cool. It's like a air condition. It's like air condition. It's like having air condition cool. if you compare to that. You compare to that. So like this, so the result, suffering, is not just some problem in the human life, but that the unimaginable. That you have to, that if you didn't get purified by thinking that, and that can happen any time, by thinking that if you don't get purified in the karma, then one has to experience, no matter how much you don't like it, you have to experience. No matter how much you are afraid, no matter how much you dislike, no choice, have to experience. Once karma has happened, so like that. So eons, so it depends. So died and reborn again there, experience, so on like that. And there's so many other negative karmas. Even one negative karma, you see, even one negative karma, that can result those heavy in the hot hell realm like that. You see, experience for eon. So like that. So then there are so many other negative karma. Even one karma can affect that negative karma. See, then there are so many other negative karma collected. So that. So before I'm talking just one day negative karma. So then if you see, so like that you see, weeks, months, years from birth. Then on top of that, past lives. Then from beginning of birth, so much on this mental continuum we haven't finished experiencing. There's so much we haven't purified. There's so much we haven't finished experiencing. So like that. So therefore, if there's no reincarnation, if there's no continuity of mind after this, then it's fantastic. You know how much karma you collect. You know how much karma collect. You see, you don't have to experience suffering result. But still you may experience consequences in this life. You see, by you harm others, then that person harm you back. You know, by killing that person, then their friends kill you. So there's still even believing one life, there's still consequences. You see, even you don't believe. Even in the case there's no continuity conscience after this life. You know, even one doesn't have to think about the experience suffering results in next lives. But even one believe, even it's only one life, but still there's consequences. You see, you suffer. You know, you just harm for others if you harm others. You see. So since one's desire is for happiness, and what one doesn't like, what one do not like is suffering. So then you see, then have to practice little compassion. You have to practice little compassion. You see, you have to still practice loving kindness, even there's no rank, still you have to practice slowly. You have to practice, you know, stop giving harm others, liberate Dharma, stop giving harm others. So then you don't receive harm back, and you help others, then you receive benefit from others. So liberate practice Dharma. Because since you like happiness, you don't want suffering, then no question you have to do this. So therefore, death itself is not something to be scared of. It's not something to be scared of. But you see, because there's continuity of conscience. So then, because this is the situation of our life, a state of our mind every day. So where we will reincarnate? There's no third, that only. So basically, law realm. So like that. So therefore, the wise thing to do, very skillful, wise thing to do. So if you love to yourself, so if you want to take care of yourself, then and then no question, if you want to benefit others, then of course, then it will become even more important to think death, to remember impermanence. That it become even more important because to cut the delusion. So then this way you can benefit. Then you don't harm others, you benefit others. To all sentient beings. So therefore, so yeah, like this. Before actual death comes, when it comes, it's finished. There's no time to practice. So before it comes, think ahead of time. Death, what's going to happen in the future? Think now. Remember that. Practice mindfulness. That's going to happen. So then practice. Then you see the useful fear. If you practice Dharma, you see, purify the past need karmas, and then create good karma. The good karma, the cause of happiness. Happiness, future life, liberation from samsara, enlightenment. So if you create the cause of this, if you create good karma, the virtue, cause of this happiness, then particular morality, which is the main cause of the good rebirth next life. So if one doesn't practice morality, if one degenerate, but even though one do a lot of charity, but you don't practice morality, you see the degenerate morality, then you get born as naga. The result of charity, because you didn't practice morality or degenerated, so born, instead of getting higher birth, whatever the happy transmigrant being there by human, you get born as a lower realm animal, naga. And then because you made a lot of charity, those virtues, then you experience the wealth. You experience the wealth in the animal realm. So like that. So here, this pacifies this. So this one, you can see it pacifies importance of the living in the pure morality, like that. So without pure morality, then cannot achieve even the ordinary human body. Live aside perfect human body, you can't achieve even ordinary human body. You can't be human being. There's no way to be human. Just enough to be human being. Can't. So without preliminary pure morality practiced before, So like that. So therefore, you see here, then you, after practicing Dharma, you see purified person, then you see cause of those sufferings, and which saves you from all those result sufferings, and lower realm, and also the sufferings in the human realm later. You see all those problems you experience, and then by creating good karma, you see the virtue cause of happiness, then liberation, enlightenment of those. However, in the essence, morality and the compassion to others, bodhicitta. So like that, in the essence, the very practical practice, Dharma practice. So therefore, even that. So then, therefore, then you see, then you are able to actualize path. If you are able to actualize path, the highest things, then you are able to actualize path before you die. Then I am path, wisdom directly, peaceful emptiness. That the other achieve arhat, achieve arhat, where you can overcome death, cycle of death, rebirth. You are free, totally free from that. Or you achieve, then even higher, you achieve Arya Bodhisattva's path, the rising path. So even the first one, the rising path, by achieving that, you are able, the Bodhisattva rising path, rising path, then you are able to completely abandon the suffering, rebirth, old age, sickness, and death. So like that, or in Tantra, by achieving the, especially the clear light, and especially the clear light meaning, then, to totally, then overcome cycle of death and rebirth. So like that. So of course, thinking by thinking impermanence death earlier, then they see the fear of that, and then help to actualize path, to not be distracted, to not be distracted and cut the distractions, stops the life, making the life meaningless. Then practice Dharma, actualize those paths where you overcome death. Then you overcome death. So like that, then of course no need fear of death, because don't have those cause, those need karma. So that you don't you don't create. So even that doesn't happen, actualizing path, overcome death, overcome cycle of death and rebirth in this life before that happens. But at least you see, purify the past and karma, then correct. There's a lot of merit, and die with the virtuous thought, with the bodhicitta, however with the pure morality, however so the with the renunciation of the bodhicitta or right view, however. So anyway, so then one is that you are taken care by yourself. You are saved by yourself from the lower realms. Then even higher rebirth or pure land or higher rebirth with Dharma, I can develop mind path. Then sooner or later, then you liberate yourself from samsara, from the oceans of samsara suffering called delusion karma. So that So so this part is just extended. Just to clarify, just extended. However, think. You see, parents, family, relatives, friends, so many. Now we see gone. Only what's left is name. Their name. You see, can't see on the name. So the clothings, material objects are left. See, house, property. However, on the name, there's nothing there on the name. So now, this can happen to me anytime, even today. You see, even today can happen to me. You see, bodhicitta put in a coffin and the ground or burned, nothing left but name. So this, how I see to others, this exactly can happen to me even today. You see, any day it can happen. Even today it can happen to me. So one always hear. Oh, this person died. Oh, that person died. You see, students or other people that you know. So at the moment, it's one here like this. But one day, somebody here, your name died. They say after your name, dead, joined. So sooner or later, somebody here. So this can happen in any day to me, even today. So totally empty. I say, gone. Only what's left is name. So that can happen that in any day, even today, to me. So what's happened? How you see others? Exactly. Put that example on oneself and see how it is, how you feel it. How you feel it. Put on oneself. Then try to see that. That's very important. So then same age, your same age. So many people on this earth born the same day as you're born. So many already died. People born same day as you were born. So many already died. So many. See? So of course, anything, even today can happen. Then next is then many times happened car accident. Many times happened about car accident. Many times happened about to fall down. Or even suicidal. Many times. You see, thought tank. About to do, in danger. So many times happened. But not quite. The death didn't happen quite yet. You see, action did not complete. So like this, many conditions about died. Very close, died. So many times happened in our life, you see. So many times happened. But somehow, miraculously, death didn't happen. Actually didn't happen yet. So if it did happen, that car accident or whatever, falling down, somebody killing you, or you commit suicide, if it happened, if it did happen, so by now, where I would be. So I would be, those hell realms, explain Lam teachings, those most unbearable, frightening even to hear, frightening even to read, the teaching on the hell, teachings, explanation on the hell realm, even frightening to read, frightening to hear, frightening to see the painting, frightening to see the painting, see of the hell. Doesn't like to see, So I would dare. I said, now, what I can? If I dare now, what can I do? What can I do? Until karma finishes, there's nothing. There's nothing. How much you scream, until karma finishes, you have to experience. There are numberless Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. There are numberless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas existing, whose concerns only, sentient beings' happiness. But if from sentient beings' side, from one's own side, if you do not practice Dharma, from one's own side, if one did not practice Dharma, you see, they remove the delusions, karma. You see, you want to practice Dharma, eliminate causal suffering. You want to do that. Just keep on creating the karma, just continuously following delusion, causal suffering. Even though they think of you, Bodhisattvas, they think of you all the time. There's not break. There's no 1 second break that they don't have, that their compassion give up you. There's not even 1 second break. Their compassion stop on you. You see, but but from one's own side, you see, if one didn't practice Dharma, didn't purify the karma, practice Dharma to remove the delusions. Then that always follow delusion. So until the karma finishes, nothing you can do. Have to experience suffering. So therefore now, so by now I would be, you see, but now, even to be, by now you see, even to be human being, even to be just ordinary human being, by now, even I'm born as a thing. I'm born as an ordinary human being. You see, not who hasn't met Dharma, who doesn't know Dharma, who hasn't met Dharma. So now think how it is. How it is that life? A human body has human body, but no understand Dharma, never met Dharma. You see, no understanding of karma at all. So never collect virtue in the life. No virtue in the life at all. No compassion at all to others. Totally, the attitude is totally self-chasing thought. Only self-chasing thought. Continuously, day and night. And attachment all the time. Then there's also anger, ignorance, those other negative attitude. You see, the attitude, the motivation of life, the attitude is only this. No compassion, you see, no wisdom, no wisdom understand Dharma, no compassion. You see? So, day and night, every single action becomes negative karma. Every single, whatever the person does, nothing positive, only negative karma. So, you see, but you see, we don't think of lower realms. We don't think of the lower realm beings. Just think of human being. Human being who has no Dharma, who doesn't Dharma at all. No compassion, no chance of correcting virtue in the life. Can you bear it? Can you bear it to be like that? Can you bear it to be like that? Even one day to become like that human being. You can't bear that. Can't stand that. To be human being, to be is a human being, like that human being, you see. Even to be one day, it's so dangerous, so risky, so heavy, need karma. You see, every single thing causes a lot of very heavy suffering, see. So, see, whole life, so heavy, whole life. So, just that is very scary, so scary, to be a human being like that. So then if you think about the lower realm, unimaginable, you see. Just think of the human being like that. Can't bear to be like that even for one day, even 1 hour, can't bear life like that. You see, even that person has so much wealth, it's nothing, everything is karma. How much comfort that person has. Even the person is not like Africa or somebody, you see, poverty or sick or this. But without, this, I'm not talking about being sick and poverty. I'm not adding those problems. Just the motivation, the attitude like that. There's nothing else, no positive attitude. You see, only negative attitude. So that kind of human being can't stand even to be like that even one day. Now, so then if you think of all the poverty, this and that, all the sickness, all the problems added, a person, you see, like that. So, so therefore, you see, but then, so if by now, if one is like that, human being, so even not born in the lower realm, but born human realm, but like that human being, so unbearable, so unbearable. You see, so then, by now could be, you see, I said, so by now I could be born those shell animals, born those small shell, these two shell like this. What's it called? These two shell animals. Clams. Okay. So they say clams. So these two, the small shell, this, So those. I heard in Malaysia. Malaysia, there's one couple. There's one gentleman, business person. So I stayed at his house 1 or 2 times. So he was talking. He was talking during the lunch. he was talking during lunch, how he enjoys so much this shell, the eat alive, you eat alive, you put some oil, I don't know what oil is that, put some oil, but alive, you put some oil, then you put it with chopsticks, So he was talking how delicious it was, how so delicious he was talking. So it is still moving there, you see. And he was talking how delicious it was. So anyway, so by now one could be like that. Somebody's mouth being alive, and you see, you can't really tell. You see, then worm. See, by now maybe born as worm in the road somewhere, attacked. If one ant bites you, how painful it is. How so painful. Human body is so big, ants so tiny, but bite at your feet, so painful. So painful. This worm, so fragile, so no bones inside, and you see, so fragile. Now this worm, completely attacked by ants, hundreds of ants, eating. You see, can't imagine that. Even one ant bite us, we can't bear that pain. So by now I could be like that, you see. If that happened, you see, then by now I could be like that. What can I do? Nothing, except just to suffer. And also, you see, already, worm in the mouth of the bird, big in the mouth of the bird, you see, half chopped already, like this, hanging. So you see, by now, couple of that, or fish, hooked on the hook. Fish hooked on the hook, can't get out. So much pain, can't get out. Or so say, and then after that, cut the body and slice the body, or by now one cell is born as a worm, then hook go through and then went up, went like this, go into like this, then go another, put it through the body like sewing. So, but not dead. You see, to the karma, moving. So could be like that, to be eaten by, to be eaten used to catch other, something being. So I could be like that. But now, what can I do? Nothing. Nothing can do. So therefore, now, what should I do now? So you see, Sofa didn't die, and so they didn't born like that. So therefore, what I should do now is abandon the karma. So what I should do is abandon the karma and practice on the virtue. So that's the solution, you see. So that's what I should do. So conclusion. By thinking of those impermanence and those sufferings. Then, last night, in this world, so many people died. Last night, they went to bed, they went to bed, but not alive. No chance to be alive today, this morning, to get out. So many died. So if I died last night, well, I think maybe I died during the initiation. Anyway, maybe before started initiation, maybe not so lucky. Anyway, so anyway, yeah. So general things here. So if I died last night, you see, then same by now. See, and by now in the lower realm, definitely. Why? Definitely. Why? Because so far I did some retreat, did some practice Dharma, did some retreat, chanted some mantra, but really didn't do really pure Dharma practice. Didn't do really intensive purification, continual. Didn't get done. So did some retreating here and there, but not really, intensive, pure Dharma, intensive, continual purification practice. So negative karmas, collected, formed, negative karmas collected not only this life, from beginningless samsara rebirth. So the practice I did is, if I do retreat or something, it's just a few days or a month or something. There's nothing. Whatever I did, whatever I practiced, how many years I did is nothing. It's nothing compared the number from beginning of samsara rebirth up to now, negative karma, how much I have collected, all those defilements. So that's important to think. Otherwise we feel pride or something. You say, oh, I've done so much, so you see, not really analyzed well. You see, then sometimes not sure even they become Dharma, as I mentioned before. But when I believe Dharma, they become Dharma. You see. So so the life is, as mentioned by Nagarjuna, Tseni Nyamang Lungi Tabai Chui Churwe Medana. I don't remember the last part. So talking about how fragile it is to perish, you see. So the life is full of danger of death, you see. From so much delusions, emotional thoughts. Then outside, you see, so many obstacles, so many conditions for death. So all those, then you see, the elements, fire, water, earth elements. Then you see the environment. Then you see, then so many those spirits. You see. 80,000, the interferers, or 300 spirit possession, different types of spirit possession. Then 400 for these different types of sicknesses and so many things. So the life is so easy to happen that. To perish, because light the candle. It's like the candle flame in the midst of the wind. In the midst of the wind, so flickering. It can be stopped any time. So life is exactly like that. Can't really predict. Can't say. How long it can last? It can be stopped any time. So life is exactly like that. So that's a very good example for impermanence death. Exactly like this, can be stopped any time. So like the water bubble popped by the wind, like that. So it can be popped any time. So I think more fragile even the water bubble, I think. But I guess maybe the expression of the water bubble doesn't have all the spirit harms, all those, 400 for disease, water bubble doesn't have, So I think, but one has, so anyway, so it is saying, Nagarjuna is saying, so with all this, it's amazing. With all this, it is amazing. The last one. Second, there's an opportunity to wake up. Second kala, it's incredible. It's incredible, wonderful that having opportunity to wake up this morning, to be alive. Not dead last night, So, or from birth, you can say that also. So that, so I wasn't one of those who died last night, you see. So this is unbelievable. How fortunate I am. And then, you see, then think that you see, having this perfect human body in each second having this perfect human body. For me, each second having this perfect human body, how precious is this? It's like whole sky filled with witch-crowned and jewels. Whole sky filled with witch-crowned and jewels. Each second that I have this perfect human body, how precious it is, each second having the perfect human body, is like that. Having, you see, much more, you see, than whole sky filled with witch-crowned jewel. That one own. That so precious. So the reason I already explained the other day, so I don't have to repeat. You see how this perfect human birth every second is more precious than that many whole sky filled not only filled with gold, diamond, but witch-crowned jewel. You see, so that so then how unbelievable, this miracle is like dream. You see. Miracle. See, so I used to use this example when the people playing soccer. The people playing soccer or the soccer with the feet or the feet. I say. Anyway, people playing soccer. Whatever they play, whatever they're playing, say soccer or, yeah. So you see, after they win, after they're able to throw the ball, the football, see, into the cage, in the nest or the net, into the cage, but net. Into the net, you see. Then the person is. Sometimes I could not differentiate whether the person is angry or happy, because the face become very intensive. The whole face become very intensive, very intensive, and doing like this, doing like this. The face. Not smiling, but very intensive. So sometimes I couldn't tell whether it's angry or whether it's really happy or angry. this is something, you can do like this all day and all night. In your whole life like this you can do. Having the joy, having this perfect human body, you see, even in each second we have, as time passes. So you see, you can do all the time this one. In your room and outside, in the market, in the restaurant, and I'm joking. In the office. Anyway, reality is like that. But here we don't do that. But that one, you see, first of all, it's with the attachment, Even you win, it's with the attachment, with the motivation. So, self-chasing thought and the attachment, you see. Unless there's some bodhisattva playing soccer, you see. Unless there's some bodhisattva in the Olympics, or Buddha in the Olympic. So people who have depression, due to some small reasons, due to some small insignificant reasons in the life, you see, either look of the body or some relationship problems, friend, is some change. It's just another change. It's just some change. Some change happened in the situation. Some change happened to other person, the other person's mind. Some change, happened. Some change to your body, or some change. They say that other person. The one called friend. But whether that is good or bad, there's no bad and good from its own side exist. The bad good is bad good follows after your mind label. There's no bad good existing from its own side. Bad good doesn't come from its own side, even though it appears, but it's not true. That's totally empty, non-existent. The bad good comes from your mind. You see, it's a bad good. It's what appears to you. It's you see, after all, you create such concept. Your mind made of the label bad, and then you believe in that, and it appeared bad. So as I often say, like mantra, So, and then if your mind is labeled good, then you see by labeled good and believe in that, then there's appearance good. You see, whatever happens, that person's mind change whatever way, and whatever behavior that person does towards you, but if you look at it, but by thinking by thinking the benefits of the problem, by thinking the benefits that you achieve, that the other person having anger towards you, thinking the benefits of that, the other person having anger towards you, then you are able to practice patience. You are able to achieve complete parameter of patience. You are able to achieve enlightenment. So if you think of the benefits of person having anger towards you, then it become, you see, it's only positive. There's nothing there negative. So like that. Otherwise, I say, yeah, like that. So similar, in other change of situation, whatever happens, you see. So like that. Otherwise, like this, that person's side, try the best, trying to do what he or she thinks best to you, but your mind, your mind unable to label is good, but the other person trying to label good, you see, he try to do best, what he or she tried best, but then your mind, you see, doesn't label good, and you label bad. Other person label good, but you label bad. So you see, so it become, and then what other person do best, you see, is not harming. That person not having anger, not total harm to you. You see, the best what he or she could do is, you see, but you see, your mind, see, so even this, then if you're say, because due to following the self-cherishing thought, not following bodhicitta, good heart, benefiting the other person, not that, but following self-cherishing thought, following the attachment, clinging to this life, then because you don't follow wisdom, you don't follow compassion to the person, so you follow the opposite. You see, either anger or the attachment, self-cherishing thought. So you might make the label bad. This is no good, bad, and then it appears to you harm. Even though from other person's view is not harm, but to you it appears harm. So because following the self-cherishing thought and the attachment or anger, you see like that. So here, here you see, our mind concept is our mind makes like that situation to bother, to bother you. So believe, put negative label, believe appeared, then that bothers you. So the disturbs you. So that disturbance, now here you can see, disturbance didn't come from that person, disturbance came from one's mind. See like that. So then like this, the whole life, in the everyday life, then you see so many things, because so strong self-cherishing thought like that, and by following them, then so many things you label, your mind label negative. So many, some very small things didn't happen exactly what self-cherishing thought aspect or what attachment aspect, attachment clinging to this life, didn't happen exactly what the attachment aspect. Then the mind label is this as a big problem, and then say something big disaster or big problem, then appeared big problem. Then one believe that I have big problem. So however, then you can never find peace in your mind. You never find peace in your life. Because of that, because you always put a negative label, so you never find peace and happiness in life. Only a full life is full of distraction, disturbances. So this is become side talk. I don't know how this happened. The lost from where it came. So anyway, now finish. To finish now. That's right. It came from the soccer. It came from the soccer. So here what I'm saying. So here what I'm saying is, you see. So everyday life. You see, if we remember, having this perfect human rebirth, even in each second, how it's so precious, much more than a sky filled with each crown jewel or billions of dollars or gold diamond. Because what it can do, you can, even within a second, as mentioned, Lam Rim, you can achieve any happiness of future life, even you see liberation from samsara, enlightenment, even within second, with this perfect human body, even within second. So you see, you can create because you can create the cause of all those happiness whichever one wish. You see, but without a perfect human body, such this perfect human body, even your own skies of which kind of jewel, you cannot. You see, you don't have opportunity to. You see, with that alone, you don't have opportunity to achieve, happiness, future life, liberation, enlightenment. You don't have opportunity. Just you see, with that alone, just having that skies filled with which kind of jewel, or you see, gold, diamond, whatever. So therefore, in every second, having this perfect human rebirth is so precious. See? So therefore, so what I was saying before is, so every day, if you can remember this, day and night, so then all this, then you see, there's so much joy, so much happiness, so much joy. You see, then you see, whatever happens, relationship problems or this and that, all these things around, how people behave to you or think of you, all this is nothing. All this is insignificant, or it's nothing. You see, so the joy, this incredible joy, happiness, overcome that. Those things are nothing. You see, there's nothing. Those things nothing, and nothing, and also nothing, and on top of this, so as I mentioned before, you see, impermanence. That one thing is that why these things bother so much is because we don't. It's because one thing is we don't appreciate, or you enjoy having this perfect human body, even in every second. You see, enjoy all this incredible opportunity. You see, practice, benefit others. So create cause for enlightenment, especially, you see, and to enlighten all sentient beings. So, which gives the opportunity to enlighten all sentient beings. So, not doing this. So then this, what you think is only the happiness this life, only the happiness this life, what do you think? Then all this, then you see, anything, so then anything happens around, that you see, because your attitude is on clinging, seeking only the happiness of this life. You see? So therefore, anything happens around that you see, that attachment doesn't like, that your attachment does not like. So then, you see, then it becomes so painful, it becomes a big problem, you see, in life like that. Say, anything that anyone does, you see, what attachment doesn't like, doesn't expect or doesn't like, or what self-chasing doesn't expect, doesn't like. So then, so lack of, you see, not enjoying, the having this perfect rebirth. You see, every day, every hour, minute, second, you see this incredible opportunity that one has. You see what I mentioned before. Then on the top, the other one is the nature of life. The nature of the life, impermanence, death. The nature of the life, impermanence, death. You see, which is the nature of your life. It's the nature of your life, which is going to happen any day. So haven't thought about that. So that subject hasn't thought about that in the daily life. So that's left out. That's very important. Meditation, psychology cuts the negative emotional thoughts that gives you so much suffering, confusion, suicidal, that waste your life, can't do even jobs properly, can't do even mundane things, jobs properly. So it cuts, you see, by thinking the nature of the life. That's just the nature of the life. Your life which is permanent, you are making it impermanent, all of that. Nature of life which is impermanent, which is so being mindful, so remembering that. So meditation or psychology, this meditation, this powerful meditation or this powerful psychology, that cuts immediately, cleans the mind, and cuts immediately all these disturbing negative emotional thoughts, brings so much suffering, unhappiness, or depression. So if this remembered every day, remembered when there's a problem, when you encounter a problem which comes from one's mind, that one's mind created by emotional thoughts. So, especially remember this at that time. Then the problem is gone. The immediate cut. You see, spiritual. If you are free right in that minute. Second, you are free from problems. You are free from the problems, and you are free from the negative emotional thoughts. You are liberated. You are liberated in that sense. You see, right there. And you see, not angry to others, not also kind of painful mind, clinging. There's peace in your heart, and there's chance to develop loving. There's space for loving kindness, compassion to that person. Unconditional loving kindness. Sincere loving kindness, compassion. There's space in your mind to rise that towards that person. You see, it doesn't mean to kind of renounce or the person. I say, give up. Doesn't matter what it suffers or whatever. Not saying that. So by cutting cleaning the mind, cutting these negative emotional thoughts, then there's peace and happiness, space in your mind to communicate. Sincere, loving kinds of compassion can rise to that person, so like that. So, anyway, so now, so after this, then think that, I have met, the Buddha Dharma. So it's like, to achieve happiness. I met Buddha Dharma to achieve happiness, future lives. You see, it's like they're so precious. Like I have much more than I have received. Mountains of gold. It's like that. You see. Or diamond, whatever. You see. Then, not only that, I met the Mahayana Paramatana teaching. So, that how precious is much more than, you see, I have, than size of this earth, mountain, the gold, diamond. You see, I have received, you see, much more precious that I have met Mahayana Paramatana teaching. Then after that, say that I have met the Mahayana Tantra teaching. It's like that I received a sky filled with gold. So mainly, whatever you think is so precious, that one to think. If it's not gold, whatever, see, precious for oneself, see, or some antiques, some broken cups or some bones, 1,000 years old bones or something. Anyway, I'm joking. So anyway, whatever you think precious. So anyway, so then having met high Tantra, Mahayana Tantra teachings that I met this time is more precious than, you see, they're more precious than the whole sky that I received. The diamond filled the whole sky. More precious than that. Then that I met Lama Tsongkhapa teaching the unified Sutta Tantra, like refined gold, unified Sutta Tantra, having like this, and then more precious than that I have received whole sky filled with wish granting jewels. Because of that it has practice, very special practice, integration of the three deities, high deities, Yamata Achara Sampara, Guya Samaja. So that, as I saw Song Rinpoche often says, and Geshe Sangye Rinpoche that also emphasizes so that one Song Rinpoche said that for example, the Jawa and Saba achieved enlightenment so easily without much hardship, like Milarepa did. Jawa and Saba, Lama Tsongkhapa's disciples achieved enlightenment in a brief lifetime, but very comfortably, which officers by eating delicious food and very, without without hardships anyway, like Milarepa, with a comfortable life. achieving enlightenment in a brief lifetime at the time. So many is praising the Lama Tsongkhapa's teachings, the integration of these three, unified Tantra and the integration of these three. So anyway, so then how should I practice Dharma? See this. So then, I met all these things. So how to practice? So then, the answer to that is the practice less difficult and Paramedhyana and mind Paramedhyana, mind Tantra. All three. So going to practice like that on the basis of Guru devotion. So answer to how I'm going to practice. So to clarify this is that say less difficult, then when we say less difficult, that means the Patimoksha vows, lay has a lay vows. So it means practicing the less difficult. One meaning is that practicing the vows. So what is it? If for the lay vow, then ordained person has the Kitsula Gyalong and all those. So that is so to practice that. Remind that. And then on top of that is Paramedhyana, then Bodhisattva vow, then Tantra, then this is Tantra vows. So one way to understand the meaning is this. The other way to understand how I'm going to make a determination to practice, on these three levels of teaching on the basis of Guru devotion is renunciation, bodhicitta, then of course the right view. Then the tantric practice practicing pure appearance and pure thought and pure appearance. So those things. So I'm going to practice less about mind, paramita, tantra. So when you on the basic Guru devotion, so that contains these meanings. Then one decides, I'm going to die today. To really cut this negative emotional thoughts, attachment, anger, whatever, to cut right away. So I'm going to practice. So yeah, so I'm going to die today. So one make a complete determination. So then when you tell yourself I'm going to die today, when you make decision, then comes what should I do? You see, there comes the question, is going to die today. Like for example, a doctor tells you you're going to die today. You see? Then if you say, of course, based on somebody who hasn't met Dharma, then just live with the fear, and that's it. So that's why you live with the fear, the panic. What I'm doing is panic. See? Panic. So the person becomes panic. So that doesn't happen. So it hasn't met Dharma. Hasn't met Dharma. So it doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know. There's no solution. You know what to do. So therefore, just panic. So therefore the doctors. So therefore the people in the family, doctors. So the only method is to not tell, to hide. To hide, because otherwise there's no method to, that person to have a happy life, to not panic. So then you hide. You don't tell that person has cancer. It has cancer, but you don't tell. So similar, see. So as a Dharma practitioner, it's better to know. But Dharma, person who learn Dharma, person who start understanding Dharma, then better to know going to die today. And better, it's much more helpful. So helpful to know that going to die today, and one has cancer, those things. So then it becomes so powerful, so useful to cut delusion and to overcome delusion and to put special effort in the practice. Put much more effort into practice. So it's so helpful to achieve enlightenment, to achieve liberation, to achieve enlightenment quickly. See, so that sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to add today. So my determination. You see, but then thought comes, what should I do? Then see, practice bodhicitta. So that answer. Then one mentioned the shortcomings of cherishing thought and benefit of cherishing others. Then to Tonglen, the equalizing for others, and the shortcomings of cherishing self, benefit of cherishing others. That are shortcomings of opening the door for whenever one cherishes oneself, opening the door for all the sufferings, all the unhappiness. And then whenever one cherishes others, opening the door for all the happiness, including enlightenment. And not only that, then you enlighten, you cause all the happiness to numberless sentient beings. So opening happiness, not only for you, but opening happiness to everyone, to numberless sentient beings. Then the Donglen practice, actual practice of exchanging for others. So while one is doing that, then if one can chant the mantras, the commitment, the generous mantra, especially generous mantra, because the purpose of reciting generous mantra is to develop compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta. So therefore, even though it has scarce benefit, but this is the main reason we practice generosity and recite Om Mani Padme Hum, another mantra of generosity. So the mantra, so that we recite then also commitment. If you have commitment by taking initiation, then also it get done along with while one is doing the motivation. Then after that, say, think, say, I must say, I have full responsibility that, say, or you can think like that, so this is just mere visualization. If the sentient being is actually not liberated from suffering cause, so yeah, and I have full responsibility because I have all the opportunities to do that, to free them from all the suffering, to bring them to enlightenment. So I must free them from all the suffering cause, bring them to enlightenment by myself alone, and there is no other way to this except myself first achieve enlightenment. So therefore, I'm going to do all my actions for that reason. Then I'm going to do all my activities from now on. You see, and those virtues means those traditional practices. They maintain on Lamrim or bring the practice of offerings, bring the preliminary practices, So purchase action and so then the other one, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever. Then therefore I'm going to all the activities. So means to achieve enlightenment person. So changing your motivation for all the whatever you're going to do is changing the motivation. You see, into bodhicitta. So you see, to do everything, to do whatever action was going to do with bodhicitta. So this is what it means. So that helps the activities to become cause of enlightenment. Whatever one does is because general motivation. The general motivation for the bodhicitta. You see, I'm going to do this to achieve all the activities to achieve enlightenment person. So they all the actions, whatever one is going to do, become cause of enlightenment. So it helps for that. So it helps there are two types of motivation. There's the motivation of time during the act. Then there's a cause motivation before the act. So here it becomes cause motivation, the action to direct towards enlightenment become cause to achieve enlightenment, which means it become cause for happiness for all the sentient beings. So that then also can dedicate like this. All my from now on, all my actions, whatever life I experience, whatever happens to me, so it means that. So, which includes that whether happy, unhappy, or gain, or loss, poor or rich, receiving criticism or praise, even dying or living, even born in healthy limb. So, so it includes all these. So, from now on, whatever action I do, whatever life I experience, may it become only a cause sentient beings to achieve enlightenment as quick as possible by myself being enlightened. So can do this dedication. That or there's a after having made determination that I'm going to die, then giving answer to you, practice bodhicitta. That time you can think also like this, like the Lojong Thought Transformation text mentions. Never let myself. I will never allow myself into the control of self-cherishing thought. From now on, until enlightenment achieved, in particular until I die, especially today, and I will never separate away from bodhicitta. From now on, until enlightenment achieved, particular until I die, especially today. So can make that the pen be top from the 5 powers, integrating the whole lifetime practice into 5 power, the penpitop, the power how how one was going to dedicate the life, the motivation, how one is going to live the life. So, so that here I elaborated using here and there, but you see, so to practice in everyday life, then the essence of the way, so the procedure, the gradual to see the motivation. So the essence, the solar outline essence, so can follow to that. You see, doesn't need all the elaborations to think the main points. So here, so here same generative motivation like this for retreat. The Lama Tsongkhapa say Guru retreat. To this, objective, the happiness, say, numberless helpings. Why I'm doing retreat is, the numberless sentient beings to achieve happiness up to enlightenment. Numberless hunger goes to achieve happiness up to enlightenment. Numberless animals to achieve happiness up to enlightenment. Oneself to cause. And then numberless human beings, oneself to cause happiness up to enlightenment. Then suras, asuras, intimacy, oneself to cause then happiness up to enlightenment. So this is the only objective, nothing else. This is the only objective. I'm going to the Lama Tsongkhapa retreat, so that is the motivation. And not only at the beginning of each session, so we do Refuge, bodhicitta, maybe Lamrim prayers like that for motivation, but also normally when you do retreat, so also when you before you begin reciting the mantra, again try to if you have bodhicitta realization, no need to say, no question. But without, then again, also before you begin the reciting mantra for a long time, then, or if, say a long time or short time, whatever, then again make sure the motivation is pure. So think like this what I said. So then every mantra, or Mani Pime Hung, or Mime Tsewe, or whatever you recite, every single mantra easy for every single hell beings to cause all the happiness after enlightenment. Every single mantra is to cause happiness to cause happiness after enlightenment to all the pretas, and every single mantra is to cause all the numberless animals to cause happiness after enlightenment. Then to cause happiness after enlightenment to all the human beings. Same Surah after initiation. So you see, remember this again. Make sure, like the horse, you're riding a horse, you want to go in the desirable place where you wish to be. So then, so you have to watch the horse, where the horse is going. You know, if the horse goes wrong direction, then you as a weeper. So weep. You weep with what? Huh? Riding prop. Okay. So you weep with the riding prop. Huh? Prop. So you weep with the riding prop. This one is very difficult. Huh? So you put the horse in the right direction, on the right path. You see. So if you're going this way, you hit this way. So like that, we have to guide our mind with a motivation in bodhicitta to the beginning to sadhana before beginning retirement. So time to time, check how the motivation is. Then you put it in the right direction. You see, to bodhicitta. So that is very so important because it is said, if you recite with bodhicitta, if you recite one time 21 Tara praises, it becomes what? It becomes 100,000 21 Tara praises. If you recite one time 21 Tara praises with bodhicitta, you get this. It's like having recited 100,000 times. So with bodhicitta, if you offer one light, you get a benefit having offered 100,000 light offerings. So same, if you recite only one time Om Mani Padme Hum or Ming Me Tsebe, but you get benefit having recited 100,000 times Ming Me Tsebe. So you see how much defilement need come get purified, and how much merit you collect, how much it become a quick path to achieve enlightenment. It depends on the quality. It depends on how much quality of your practice. You know, especially bodhicitta. So like that. So now we're going to quickly, that's it. So we're going to, we're going to the preliminary prayers, Do you need a break? A pee break? Huh? Yes? Okay. Yes. So if it is if the retreat is a higher tantra, there may be still some similarity when you begin the lower tantra, retreat, deities retreat, there may be some similarities also. However, the outline, the first this practice, the second this, third this, fourth this, fifth this. So whatever that I'm going to mention, see. So if you write down the points, then that helps you in the future when you do retreat. So when you begin the retreat, then you know how to do. But it's basically the same. There's some maybe change the mantras of the deity with different deities. That mantra or some small things might maybe change, but otherwise basically the same. So you know how to begin the retreat. So that of course, if there's a text that translated, then of course no question. Then from that. But otherwise, this way gives you an idea in the future. Where you do there's some complete retreat, then how to begin. There's always instruction on how to begin. So that's only the first day. That is those instructions. See, you don't need to do that every day. It's only when you begin. So first, Refuge bodhicitta. The thought. So we're just going to the short. Just a Refuge bodhicitta, Sangye Chudam Soichinala. So, but we meditated well in the meaning, Sangye Chudam Soichinala. Then just do that. Maybe leave the four miserable this time. So it doesn't take much time. So the mind way of taking refuge. So the mind qualified with three causes. Not only the fear, the fear, useful fear, beneficial fear, to one's own the samsara, which is natural suffering. Then second, compassion to all sentient beings who are also similar suffering in samsara. Helping with animals, human beings, sura, those. Experiencing the six types of suffering, the general suffering, the particular each realm suffering, then 6 types of suffering, 4 types of suffering, 3 types of suffering, samsara. So that. Then feeling unbearable, that then now feeling unbearable, wishing them to be free from all the suffering causes that oneself is going to do, that I myself is going to do. Now, then faith to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, that have all the power, qualities to liberate oneself, also from the oceans of samsara suffering cause. So with this one's own mind, the attitude to qualified, having endowed with these 3 qualities, possessed with these 3 qualities, and then with the whole heart loving Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So this mental factor is the refuge. So the visualization. Shakyamuni Buddha, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, and that is all the Buddha Dharma Sangha, or that all the meditative field into one aspect, one embodied into one, or you do the the elaborate refuge merit field. So that, or the numberless, on the number the Buddha Dharma Sangha, that in all the 10 directions, see, they may think the essence guru like that, something. So, other way. Think. So with the whole heart upon the Buddha, who has ceased all the mistakes of mind, gross, subtle, ceased all the mistakes of mind, and having all the perfected in all the qualities. So remember meaning of Buddha in the heart. And then Dharma the path, then the Sangha who are attainer of the path. They are true path and true cessation of suffering. Within that, it's not only true path, true cessation of suffering. When we say that, should not think only reciprocal path. Should think also the Mahayana path, the paramita and then Tangtiri path, those cessation of the suffering, the defilements and then the true path. So when we take refuge, cessation, suffering, true path, shouldn't think only Hinayana path. Doesn't have to think only Hinayana path. Should think the Mahayana paramita path and Tangtiri path. With the whole heart love on that. And the Sangha at that. And of course there's also conventional Buddha Dharma Sangha also that. But with all heart also say things also no all sentiments that oneself as a leader, then also together. These are the 3-time merits collected by me, by others. The collections of merits, the association is advised to say sunamji instead of sunamji. Merit is the fortune or merit. So it's sonamji. It means the collections of merit of virtue, merit of wisdom. So this way it includes both. So saying that sunamji, then which normally is that so in Tibetan is sunamji tsong, ishigi tsong. So it's saying that you are only dedicating one type of merit, you see. So did you 3-time merits collected by me, 3-time merits collected by others. So the 2 collections of merits and Dola Pencher, in order to benefit of all the tanks and migrated beings, so to those who are reincarnating in one of the 6 realms, or one after another, and experience the sufferings over and over again, time without beginning, and difficult to see the end, So, and totally without any slightest freedom, totally overwhelmed by delusion karma. That they are totally overwhelmed, totally under the control of karma and delusion. Like the person that, the iron cage, like that, or say, that, like the person that is drowned in the ocean, totally overwhelmed by delusion karma, and so then continuously reincarnating and suffering. So, freedom from all this, in order to free them from all the suffering and causes, oceans of suffering of samsara and the cause delusion karma, and then for that reason I'm going to achieve enlightenment. Do a show, may I achieve full enlightenment for that purpose. So that thinking that in the heart, the essential meaning. So within this taking refuge in generating bodhicitta, until the enlightenment is achieved, that contains the cause, practicing the result refuge, that yourself you actualize path, Arya path, the exalted path, then you yourself become Sangha. By developing that, you yourself become Buddha. So that contains the practicing the result of refuge. Then I go for refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. That contains the cause refuge. So in order to achieve the result refuge, then that depends on taking refuge, rely upon Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. You see that which is possessed by others' mind. These the qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha possessed by others, and not one's mind. So what is explained in the Abhisama Alankarika in section of refuge, talking about cause and result refuge. So here it gets practiced. So we have to remember that. And then within this there's a renunciation. From Lamrim, 3 pins apart, the renunciation is there. Then besides the refuge, there's the renunciation of samsara, and then there's bodhicitta. Then end of this, after you finish this, then if you meditate, if you meditate yourself, the meditator, action meditating, object meditation, all three do not exist from their own side. All three are totally empty. The meditator is empty, totally empty from his own side. Action meditating is totally empty from his side. Object meditation is totally empty from its own side. Because what they are is what's merely labeled by the mind. So if you meditate in this meaning, then the right view is also practiced within this prayer. So all the three principal path is practiced here. It comes here. Or yourself who is seeking enlightenment, and the action seeking or attaining and the enlightenment, all three are empty. Maintain like that. And also, when you think of suffering of sentient being, meaning of transmigrated being, then that is because the root problem is not having realized the emptiness. Not having discovered, not having realized the ultimate nature of the I and the aggregates, and then being ignorant, not knowing that the I is empty, aggregates is empty, not knowing the very nature, the emptiness. So due to this ignorance, then they say oneself suffer in samsara, then the sentient beings suffer in samsara, circle in samsara. So they, while the phenomena are empty, but believing they exist from their own side, holding on to this as they appear existing from their own side to the hallucinated mind. So when you think all the phenomena, their nature is emptiness, so then again here meditation emptiness comes also there. When you think how sentient beings are suffering, that you see